All right. All the votes have been counted. All the courts have said no. You're all out of options. Now pack your shit and go. It's clear that you're angry, that you're feeling quite low. That feeling's called losing. So pack your shit and go. Pick up a new hobby like knitting or banjo. Call your favorite hooker. Just pack your shit and go. Start a cable network. Try talk radio. There's an opening at Limbaugh. But you gotta pack your shit and go. Because you treated your job like a reality show. Well, now it's been canceled, so pack your shit and go.
And welcome to the Countdown to Stupid with me, Bill Frost, and over there is...
Why, it's me, Tommy Milagro, here for another TV Tan podcast.
And mystery guest, please sign in.
Oh. Hey, I'm Melissa Milo, and I'm also here.
She's actually there.
We're all there.
I'm here. Everyone else is there. Just make sure we get it right.
I don't even know where I am anymore.
Well, to be clear, folks, if you haven't figured it out, as we have approached episode 0350 of the TV 10 podcast, yes, 350 episodes you have tuned in for. We are still...
But this isn't that one.
Huh?
But this isn't that one, though.
No. But we're still kind of stuck in our own little pandemicness. I know Mr. Frost is still hunkered down in the TV Tan studios. Which basement are you in this week?
Basement number 8.
Oh, okay. And what about you, Melissa?
I'm at a cabin in the woods.
Oh, of course, you're in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
I had to run away from society. I'm not coming back.
And so we want to thank we're drinking Outlaw, or at least I'm drinking Outlaw this week.
Yes, as Mr. Frost is broadcasting from the Outlaw Studios here.
Oh, perfect.
It would be it's Outlaw Distillery's spiced rum, because some of us need to feel fancy as fuck because the holidays have not quite ended yet.
I just wish I had some eggnog.
Ew!
Oh, why did you not get the eggnog?
Don't get the eggnog.
Damn it.
I'm an eggnog hater. I do not like that stuff.
I'm only on the rare occasion will I drink that swill. So I'm going to call up Uber Eats right now and have them send me over some eggnog.
You know, it hit me that our producer Chola Furiosa, La Chai Girl, should have got you the eggnog when she stopped by over at your place here. So we're gonna have to have a talking to with her.
Oh, do they carry it at the? Do they carry it at the Rancho Market?
Why not? At this point, it's all up for grabs. You know that.
What's Spanish for? What is Spanish for nog?
Nog.
El Nog.
Nog.
Nog el huevos.
That sounds about right.
Nog el huevos.
Nog el huevos.
Write that
when
down.
You said the chai girl, that spiced rum would be amazing in chai.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Like an iced chai, wouldn't that be good?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Since winter is never coming.
Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous today.
I went for a bike ride.
What is going on?
Don't fucking know. But this is this is a very special occasion. We have Melissa Merlot here. She even put on a bra, and
I did
for the occasion.
Profesh, you know.
And she is positioning herself to get in on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City franchise. She's nailed down a sugar daddy. I believe he's a Peruvian prince, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm working the angle. You know, I can't get on the Housewives show unless I'm a housewife. So, you know, I had to get engaged. Got to get going there. So, sorry, guys. I'm off the market.
So season two, Melissa Merlot.
Yeah, let's be clear though. Is it really an engagement or of a casting call? Let's be honest here.
Casting call. No, it's 100% real.
Right.
He is a Peruvian prince because I'm also trying to get on 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh.
So I figure I can work both angles, right?
Oh shit, yeah.
I think this is a smart idea. It's all about diversification. So let's
go for Real Housewives of Salt Lake and 90 Day Fiancé at the same time.
Good job. I like the
Melissa Merlot going for double penetration in reality TV.
The DP. The reality
Hang on.
TV DP.
Hang on. Let this penetration for reality. Sometimes the headings just write themselves.
Yeah. So, Melissa, I for my jorb over at cabletv.com, last week I wrote a review of Discovery Plus, the new streaming app that includes all the show, a lot of the shows actually from TLC, HGTV, Travel, Discovery Channel, all those fucking channels. And it has over 55,000 hours of shows from all those networks.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing, it does not have things like 90 Day Fiancé and Property Brothers and all those other, hot shows of those networks, because they're all on Hulu, but that's a whole nother thing. But they've got all they've got all these fucking spin-offs. TLC has, I believe, 4 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs.
Oh my God, but they're all terrible.
Probably,
and
yeah.
That's just on Discovery Plus, though, because they have spin-offs on the regular TLC, too.
Oh, yeah.
That I think are on Discovery Plus.
And I think we've talked about this show before on here. That's probably one of the ones in your queue, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
And that was the same with Rebecca Frost as well. She watches that, too.
Oh, you can't turn it off once you get into it.
And which segues us into, what the fuck are you watching, Melissa Merlot?
Oh, I'm always watching reality TV. So, of course, my stable, I am watching 90 Day Fiancé. But what I've been really getting into are all the cult documentaries that are on right now.
Yeah.
I love my cult.
Yeah, I think we talked about what was it? Heaven's Gate last time you were here.
Yes, that's the one I'm watching, Heaven's Gate, and we talked about The Vow before.
Oh yeah,
which is the NXIVM cult.
Have any?
And I've been watching a lot of Leah Remini's Scientology and the Aftermath on Netflix.
Is that still in production or okay?
I don't know if it's in production or if it's just.
So it's made its way to Netflix finally. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And guess what I learned? And I had to share this with you guys because I find it so exciting. We already know that Scientology, they believe in like past lives and reincarnation, because that's how they audit you, is you get in trouble for stuff you did in a past life and they audit it out of you.
Of course.
Exactly. Hail Xenu.
Yeah.
Isn't that like double jeopardy?
Totally double jeopardy.
I'm no lawyer. I'm just saying.
Like, but I paid for that in my past life and now I got to do it again?
Yeah.
Because of that, there are people in Scientology right now that don't like David Miscavige, the current leader of Scientology.
Okay.
But they're staying in it because they're waiting for L. Ron Hubbard to come back.
Oh, is this like the JFK Jr. thing?
Yes, like the JFK Jr. thing from Q.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But before LRH died, he had them build a bunch of houses for him for when he returns in like different locations.
So he can,
across the country.
So depending on the weather, when he comes back.
He wants to have like his summer house and his winter house for his new body.
Cool. All right.
So there's still
see this happen.
His return.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about this twist in Scientology.
I just barely learned that from watching the show, and I was like, wow. But that's how devoted they are.
Okay. L. Ron Hubbard is coming back. Cool.
LRH
we go on any further here, is devoted the word we want to use here, kids? Is that the one?
Maybe a different D word, maybe delusional.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I usually go with the D word drunk, but, delusional works.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they can drink. I don't know. They didn't cover that in Scientology. I think they
See,
can.
you're doing it wrong.
I think they can drink. I don't think they're as strict as Mormons. Oh, maybe they can't, though, because they do that cleansing thing. I don't know. I'll have to research this further.
Yeah, you watch some more episodes and let us know.
And more importantly, tell us what the fuck's going on with Kirstie Alley.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Oh, I think she's waiting for JFK Jr. to come back. Isn't she one of the
Yeah, she's
followers?
she's dipping in both pools of crazy.
So,
Yeah, I've only seen some of her tweets.
so in other words, double penetration for JFK Jr.?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's going for.
Yeah, since the so-called inauguration is happening this week. See, this is what this is what I get for going this is what I get for going down the Reddit hole, looking on Parlor Takes, a subreddit. What they were posting when Parlor was active, and I think it might be back up today. I don't know. That actually this is all going according to Trump's plan. Now that he has all the military in place there in Washington,
Oh, God.
yeah, he's gonna turn the tables right there. How the turntables have turned, and he's gonna turn it all around, and he will be instilled as the for another 4 years. And,
Okay.
and of course, Biden's going to jail.
Oh, he's getting arrested.
Yeah, this is
I
all
heard
this is all
on that
happening.
day.
This is all happening on Wednesday.
But my favorite thing about all this is Trump is the mastermind. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's the G.
It's 8D chess. Yeah. And another one of them.
Can we, before we go on, can we use a different word than mastermind here? I mean, seriously, if he is a mastermind and a supervillain, somewhere Skeletor is going, "You are so pathetic."
Words matter, people. The other twist on that theory is that actually there's been some sort of face-off, face switch happened there. So what you're seeing is that actually Biden is Trump and Trump is Biden. And so what you'll be, yeah. So there's been a face swap.
What?
All of John Travolta and Nick Cage. So therefore who's being sworn in is actually Trump again, and Biden is going off to he's going off to a Magistan, aka Mar-a-Lago, or jail, one of the two. And so this has all been an elaborate way to get Trump back in.
Wow, just in a totally different body under a different name.
Yes.
Doing totally
Once again, Reddit is wrong.
I don't know. JFK Jr. might be behind all of this, you guys.
Yeah.
JFK Jr. and LRH. Maybe he came back and we just don't know it.
See?
Oh. At this point, anything's possible.
So what we could be seeing is L. Ron Hubbard sworn in on Wednesday.
For a complete twist of events.
Then he'll go off to his winter home.
That's right. That they have waiting for.
Okay,
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel
about
any of this.
So yeah, so if you don't have anything else you wanna wow us with that you're watching, maybe.
Oh, I did want to give you a quick update about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Oh, of course, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's been great. They've been kind of like the fun, crazy housewives because they're just so insane, but they're very entertaining. And this last episode, they went to Mystic Hot Springs, which I've never been to, but now I really want to go.
It's very nice.
Because it's like bathtubs, just like in the desert with water in them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very relaxing. However, they're housewives, so they go out there and sit in bathtubs in the desert and then get in a big fight.
Of course.
And just start splashing each other. But now, like, the Utah crazy is really starting to come out because they even explain it. Like, one of the housewives, Whitney, talks about how, as a Mormon, she was raised to kind of sweep everything under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
And so she doesn't want to do that anymore. So she's trying to, like, air her grievances out. And of course, nobody's really listening. And so then it breaks into a giant fight. And then Heather, who is actually my favorite housewife so far, just starts losing it because like, there's so many people on this show crying because they feel like they're a bad friend. It's like the strangest housewife fight.
So there's a lot of crying. So do you get the same?
There's a lot of crying, and there's lots of just like explosive issues. Like Jen, who I thought was going to be one of the high maintenance but really cool ones, she just like loses it in the bathtub and freaks out and just starts yelling at everybody and bringing up all the problems she has with her husband and her whole.
God.
Like, wow, now we're seeing the real side of Utah, where everybody has a hair trigger to like losing their mind.
Nice.
But it's going to wrap up soon, so I think there'll be a reunion show in the next couple of weeks. So that'll be a lot of fun fighting, because they always are.
Oh, there will be a reunion show. And this is the one you can crash.
Crash.
Wait, crash or introduce a new character? Let's be honest here, folks.
Well, we'll have to see how it goes with 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, yeah, we have to do that first. And then...
Yeah, keep us posted on that, and let us know how the casting couch goes.
I wanted to mention a couple of shows that are premiering this week. One just completely snuck up on me. It is a Salt and Pepper biopic on Lifetime on Saturday.
Oh my God, I have to tune in.
Yeah, a dramatization of the rise of Salt and Pepper.
Is it called Push It?
I wish. No, it's actually just called Salt and Pepper. They went the boring route.
Oh.
What?
Should have been Push It. Totally.
Once again, liberal Hollywood refuses to listen to us.
And
I am disappointed.
Yeah. Also premiering this week on Thursday on the CW, Walker, Doink Doink, Texas Ranger. It's just called Walker. There's no Texas Ranger, but he is a Texas Ranger. This is Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. He's taking over the role, and all you got people in here like Mitch Pileggi, Kobe Bell. Yeah, so basically this is a less campy, more serious version of Walker Texas Ranger, where
my God,
he's coming back from being undercover, and he's got to take care of his kids. His wife died under mysterious doink doink circumstances.
Okay.
And the wife is played by his actual wife in flashbacks, Genevieve Padalecki.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah. So, this is a new kind of lawman who plays by his own rules.
Wow. I can't believe they brought Walker back.
Yeah, mostly I'm just glad they gave Jared Padalecki a fucking haircut finally. That mop
he was in need of one.
That mop needed to go after 15 years on Supernatural.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right. They did conclude that shit. I forgot about
15 motherfucking years.
So here's my question, Mr. Frost. On a scale of 1 to Chuck Norris, how much MAGA-ness is in Walker?
I don't think it's very MAGA because this is set in Austin. So pretty blue town in a red state.
Yeah, okay. So it's got that, but what about the kung fu-ness?
You know, I don't think there's going to be much kung fuing in this. I don't think that's part of the background here.
They're going to replace it with drama.
Yeah, they're going to replace it with, acting.
Well, if that's the case, we already had Walker years ago. It was called Justified, and it was great.
Yeah.
And it had Timothy Oliphant and Walton Goggins, who is a god among men.
Yeah, just watch that instead of this. Just go watch that instead of this. And
and you can watch that on FX on Hulu.
Yeah,
or
probably
Hulu on FX. One of those.
Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. And I don't. If you back in the day, I believe this was in the 90s on the Conan O'Brien Late Night with Conan O'Brien. It was right around the time that NBC Universal bought the rights to all the Walker Texas Ranger episodes. So Conan had free reign to use any ridiculous clips from Walker Texas Ranger he wanted. So he had a giant lever by the side of his desk, and it would just pull up random, no context, fucking stupid clips from Walker Texas Ranger. It was a recurring bit, and it always worked. It was great.
I was going to say that's the best thing to do was Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah, it was a classic right up there with the masturbating bear.
I miss the masturbating bear.
And speaking of masturbating bears, what's happening in the sports world?
Well, I'll tell you hit the music.
And sports, Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the Sports Desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the important sport of professional wrestling. And we have so much to talk about, so little time, other than the fact that as your NBA impresario,
Drink.
who writes for SlamWrestling.net,
Drink.
Oh, you're going to get drunk on this. I'm going to make you thirsty, everyone. I just have picked up a new beat on Major League Wrestling, MLW. This last couple of episodes, which you can catch either on Pluto TV or on YouTube, or let's see, where are the other ones here? Mostly those ones I would say check out.
On Pluto?
Starting to...
You know what channel?
On Pluto.
Any-
Unfortunately, I don't point. Search for it. That's all I can say on the subject. But I will say MLW is starting to find its stride after starting to come back from COVID. They've been taping since November. You can find a lot of MLW Fusion. That's their TV show. The best way to do it would be to catch up on the YouTube channel. Best way to do it. Recent one, which is really interesting because, among other things, it featured a new character, or at least new to MLW, but we all know as Mil Muertes from Lucha Underground. And it's important to note that MLW has a working relationship with AAA, the Mexican federation that also brought us Lucha Underground all those years ago. So could be interesting to see how that develops.
Okay, MLW Fusion on Pluto TV is on the Fubo Sports Network.
On the what sports network?
Fubo Sports Network.
That's it. That's FUBO, by the way, kids. But let's move on to some.
That stands for us by others. I don't know.
Seriously, is that it?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's a Fubu reference.
It's a Fubu joke. You wouldn't get it.
Go with that. But now let's move on to Netflix here, which is to me. I'm still not forgiving them for what they did to Glow, but obviously Netflix is listening to us, so
we have the ear of Netflix. That's for sure.
Well, no, I'm being very serious because according to the news and rumors section of SlamWrestling.net, Netflix has announced plans to release what looks like a lot of big screen movies in 2021, one per week to be exact. And they broke the news with the help of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and others, including Dave Bautista. That's right, Drax the Destroyer. And it should be noted that Johnson is promoting his upcoming action flick, Red Notice. I believe that's the one with Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
It looks actually pretty good. Looks pretty good. And this is the best part. Bautista is toting the genre-bending zombie apocalypse heist movie, Army of the Dead.
Okay.
So, I might have to,
zombie apocalypse heist movie. Okay, sure.
Sounds intriguing.
And I'm mostly bringing this up for my editors, Greg Oliver, and my book editor, Jamie Hemmings. I smell a good reason to have another column in SlamWrestling.net. Just saying. Anyway, moving along.
A TV column dedicated to just wrestling stars in action movies?
Yes.
That could be a thing.
Why not?
That could totally be a thing.
I think we need to make it a thing more than ever.
And it'll help with my extradition to Canada.
Thank you. I did need to get that pushed through. Oh, yeah, by the way, with respect to your fiancé, Merlot,
Yes.
Does he have any visa restrictions that we need to get him to Canada anytime soon?
Not that I know of yet, but we'll find out as we cross those bridges.
Gotcha. But speaking of bridges that will not be crossed, NXT on the WWE Network has been floundering of late.
Floundering?
And according to from Thursday, January 14th, this week's show drew 542,000 viewers and had a .16 rating in the key demo. In comparison, All Elite Wrestling AEW pulled in 762,000 viewers and scored a .30 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic.
Yeah, that's around our numbers. That's around our numbers too, really.
Yeah, well, we're AEW. We're All Elite. So
I don't, not to brag or anything.
Hard.
I'm just saying,
But you know what AEW has versus us? They got a YouTube channel called AEW Dark, which I'm bringing up, and I think I brought it up last time. Yeah, I bring it up because
it's all wrestling in the dark, Merlot. I mean, it's just a black screen, and you hear a lot of people hitting the mat and getting
out.
Yeah, you hear a lot of ouch.
Well, and I'm surprised you're not aware of this, Merlot, seeing as how you're part of the Area 52 podcast.
I was going to say it. I wanted you to say it in sports, though.
Well, we should mention that the broadcast partner of Area 52, Marty Daniels, will be showing up again on AEW Dark. Last week, she had a match against Tay Conti. This week, I forget the name of the person. I want to say it was like Kesha. But you could catch it this Tuesday on the YouTube channel. Definitely tune in. It's at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Check your listings, or at least an alert up on your YouTube channel. And moving along to
dig this.
Yes.
Dark, right?
Dark.
That's AEW Dark, yeah. So
and Marty Daniels, check her out. She's amazing.
So it seems like she might have her own fast track to being a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yes, she would be much more interesting than me.
So there's no reason you both can't be in there. There's plenty of room for everybody.
I don't think I enough.
So is there a competition, are we saying here? Because I smell ratings.
I would love to see Merlot throw a glass of wine in Marty's face.
Oh my God, she killed me. After watching her fight, I'm like, I'm staying on your good side forever. She could squish me like a grape.
Merlot's one and only episode.
Yeah, when I get squished. I'm so glad that she's on AEW Dark. I was so excited.
Yeah. So hopefully this will mean more exposure for her and AEW and wrestling in general. So.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
We are going to cheer hard for her. But let's move on now to Impact Wrestling. Yes, still a thing, still on Access TV, and very much hard to kill. They had their pay-per-view over the weekend, which was notable for a couple of reasons. Number one, they had the debut of Matt Cardona, the former Zack Ryder of WWE, make his debut match against Ace Austin and won in quick fashion. But it also had Kenny Omega from AEW, the AEW champion, teaming up with Impact Wrestling's The Good Brothers in a nice 6-man tag match that was probably the highlight of their show, which you could probably still catch on Fight TV for, I think it's only $49.99.
Not a sponsor.
All right. Work with us, Don Callis. We need to get working with you on that. And I think finally this, we're just going to mention this, what's the word I'm looking for? This douchebaggery to our good brothers in Canada.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and you know this is fighting words when I say the following. Corey Graves of the WWE felt the need to post a classy tweet 6 days after the first anniversary of Neil Peart's death. Neil Peart of Rush. And he tweeted, "This is probably some sort of blasphemy, Canadian, but Rush sucks. It's like your uncle and his accountant friends started a, quote, metal, unquote, band."
Wow.
Mr. Frost, your thoughts?
Well, he's not entirely wrong. Still, I'll take Rush over. I'll take Rush over Tool any day. I'll repeat my classic joke that Tool is just Primus with daddy issues.
Daddy. I can see it.
And just know that one day we will have that matchup of shredderness with guitars, only because it's sports.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
Yeah, I had to end on that note, mostly so we could get into good graces when we apply for our asylum visas in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely.
It's important.
Yeah. Speaking of foreign cold places, I'm continuing my dive into Scandinoir, which is basically any European murder show, which features dramas, crime thrillers, as you will. That usually, most often, they feature a hot mess female detective tracking a killer. She's partnered with a straight arrow, good Nick male partner, and twists and turns ensue, and it's always snowing. It's always cold. It's been nice to see some snow. Last week I mentioned The Frozen Dead, which is a French thriller.
Ooh, I like the name.
Yeah, it's I think it's only like 6 episodes. And that one had a little bit of a twist because the hot mess detective was an older dude, and he's partnered with a young female police officer. So they kind of twisted it there. But a very, mostly I like them for the scenery. They're just fucking gorgeous. I don't even know.
Where are you watching these?
Mostly Netflix, really.
Nice.
Yeah, they should make a whole tab in the menu for just those kind of shows. Another one would be, I mentioned this one last year, Fortitude over on Amazon Prime. That one, I believe, was Norway. Mm-hmm. That one was really good. That was a Ted recommendation. By the way, I think we have some viewer mail from Ted we have to get to in a minute here.
Yep.
And,
but before you continue on that path,
yeah.
Quick question. Well, 2 quick questions. Number one, which housewives are you talking about this on your Slack channel? And then secondly, on a scale of 1 to bored to death, how do these shows rate?
Bored to death? What?
Because Scandi Noir, therefore crime noir.
Yeah, sure. Anyway.
Sorry. That one's dead.
Where are you going with that one? So the one I'm on to now is called Deadwind. It's like 2 seasons, 10 episodes apiece, and this one was pretty good, but it's from Finland, but it's not dubbed in English, so you have to read subtitles.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but I
why do you want to read?
I definitely recommend it other than the reading. It's called Deadwind. And there's you can find a whole lot of these. The Killing from years ago kind of falls under that same thing there. But can you find the viewer mail from Ted, because I think he's upset with me.
Well, no, he's not upset. More just wanting
disappointed.
Clarification here.
He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Not disappointed. Just curious. He said, as I dive into the listener bags on our Facebook page, Ted, did you tell Tommy not abs, or was that some kind of a nightmare I was having?
You cut out there a little bit. I think are you living in a extra thick cardboard box this week?
No cardboard box this week. This one's going to be concrete here very shortly and windowless.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
So basically,
it'll be,
The mail, please.
Ted is asking if I tried to warn you off of Devs on Hulu. I might have, because I watched the whole thing and I was not blown away as most people were. I'm willing to go back and give it another go, because I did. I believe they released that one week to week instead of all at once, and so
I hate it when they do the week to week.
yeah. Well, that's old school TV. That's how
I know, but we're in the future now.
the future is now. And
Release it all at once.
it's possible it might make more sense to me if I watch them all at once.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember if you did warn me off. I don't think that Bill warned me off, Ted. I think you just described it to me, and I just went, nope, I don't care what you say. Not even the joy that is Nick Offerman's going to do it for me.
It is fucking bizarre, I'll tell you that. And
yeah,
I just may give it another try now that I can watch it all in one shot, because it's only like 8 episodes.
And is that how do you view that now? Is that
on Hulu
on FX, or
yeah, it's FX on Hulu,
or is it Hulu on FX?
It's basically Hulu on Hulu. FX on Hulu is just a fucking branding thing. These shows will not be on FX. Probably not, unless they run out of shit to put on FX. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I think that's what it was. As I kind of think back through my drunken haze, it was during one of our sponsors. He mentioned Devs, and I just went, "Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that."
And also, I watched a couple of movies over the weekend here. It's Bill's movie corner, and I'm gonna ask Merlot, has seen any good movies lately?
What the heck have I watched lately?
They were that good, huh?
They were that good. No, I watched this older movie with Paul Walker called Running Scared.
Oh, God.
And I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was the Billy Crystal movie.
Like, wait a minute.
They're like, that's Paul Walker. It's so good.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's really good. I
I'm
think
not
it's
familiar.
from 2006.
Okay.
And I never, I don't remember ads for it or hearing about it back then, but it's really stylish and the plot is kind of dark. It's noir. It's like trying to bring back, I mean, it's a little noir, but it's more trying to be like violent, gritty 70s movie, but then they kind of incorporate this fairy tale aspect of it, which is really interesting.
Huh.
And
all right.
Yeah, it blew me away. I was very surprised. It's on HBO Max, so.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Melissa. Would you say Paul Walker's acting in that movie was very incendiary, almost inflammatory?
I'm not sure what that means.
Boo.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Too soon.
Are you going for a dark joke about?
I know. It was too soon, too fast.
Are you trying to
furious.
Are you trying to lose us another listener? I mean, we already pissed one guy off for making fun of Kobe Bryant last year.
Sorry about that. That was a tragedy. Not to be made fun of.
Yeah.
Paul Walker. No, his acting's really good. I mean, I was very impressed with the whole movie.
HBO Max, I'll check it out. I have that.
I've never heard of it before. It's so fun to find those movies that you've never heard of.
So you weren't motivated to check out this Anne Hathaway thing?
Oh God, what is it? Is it The Witches?
Locked? No, not that one. That was from a while ago.
Nope.
No, that one wasn't bad. It was okay. This is called Locked Down. It's about her and her estranged boyfriend.
It popped up in my recommendations thing.
Well, yeah, because they got to push it.
But I did not watch it yet.
It's a heist movie, but it's set in pandemic times.
Yeah,
that's all I know about it.
And her boyfriend is Chiwetel Ejiofor, or as we know him, Mordo. So yeah, I've seen it. I've heard some things about it, and mostly it's been good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. That's not one of the ones I watched.
I don't want to watch anything about pandemic times. Like, I want to watch things as like escapism. So I'm not into things that are like, oh wow, it's so relevant.
It's a good thing
Well,
you're
if
not.
I got the
Good thing you're not watching Law and Order SVU. They're they're right in pandemic times, and
Oh,
there's
God.
no rhyme or reason as to where they wear when they wear a mask. It's just so random,
So it's just like pandemic time.
so fucking weird. It's the same thing with Shameless. They're also it's like, when do we wear a mask? What the fuck is going on? No, the two movies I watched, one of them was Promising Young Woman.
Oh, I want to see that.
It's cool. It's I didn't know much about it at all, and it was not really what I expected at all. And it's really good. It's got a rough ending, I'll tell you that. And but yeah, definitely recommend it. That one for sure. It's more of a psychological thriller. It's not a bloody slasher flick at all. That's kind of what I was expecting. It's not that at all. It's all more of a psychological horror
Sounds
story.
Great.
Yeah. And the other one I watched was starring Anthony Mackie, the Falcon.
What?
Yeah. Called Synchronic.
This feels like it should be something out of Altered Carbon.
Yeah. So he plays a New Orleans paramedic, and his partner is Jamie Dornan, that 50 Shades guy. And they're starting to see a string of really strange cases, deaths, really. And turns out there's a new designer drug on the street, but it can make you time travel.
Ooh,
what?
Yeah,
I love it.
And depending on your location where you take the drug depends on how far, at which period that you get sent back into the past.
Oh my God, this sounds fantastic.
It's weird. It's fucking weird. And so his partner's teenage daughter takes this drug and gets stuck somewhere, so he has to figure out a way to rescue her.
Oh wow, that's so cool. I love this idea.
It's really
All right,
bizarre.
I like this.
Really bizarre.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd recommend that one too. So there you go. There's my.
How can you watch?
Those are both video on demand. So you'll have to cough up some money. Sorry.
That's all right.
What? What? I gotta cough up money?
Yeah, I know. Not everything's on Netflix.
Bill, I was going to ask you for a list of your movies because I've been trying to go back and watch all the cyberpunk movies.
Oh shit! Today we're recording. Today is I read this. I don't know if it's true, but today is supposed to be the day and the year where Johnny Mnemonic took place.
It is. It is because I watched it.
Okay.
That comes up right before the credits. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, that movie.
Martin Luther King Day, everyone.
Yeah, that movie definitely in the 90s cyberpunk oeuvre. Also, Virtuosity, which is stupid as fuck.
I just watched that one too. Russell Crowe is so great in it, though.
True, he's the best part of that movie.
You know what creeped me out in Virtuosity? They actually talk about algorithms. I was like, no way.
Not algorithms. And I don't know if this one came later. I don't know if this one fits in with that genre or not. Strange Days?
Yes, I think it does.
Okay.
I love Strange Days.
Yeah, okay. Strange Days is definitely... Actually like that one a lot. I can watch that one again. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, Bill needs to write his favorite cyberpunk movies list.
Yeah, I could do that.
So I know which ones to watch.
I just might do
Not
that.
just
actually.
cyberpunk, 90s cyberpunk. Here.
Well, 90s cyberpunk is kind of my favorite, but I mean, any cyberpunk would work.
Yeah, this is... I needed something for next month's column, so this could be it.
Oh, yes, I would love that.
And, God, what's... I don't know, does Hackers fit in there at all?
Hackers fit in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Within that timeline.
All you gotta have is high-tech low life.
It is within that timeline. It is within that decade.
What about The Net?
The Net. I never saw The
God.
Net.
That's a Sandra Bullock one, isn't it?
It's mildly entertaining. It has a dramatic turn from Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller.
Those are words you would never think to utter.
Well,
in
he's
real life, but
he's a friend of Sandra Bullock's, and he's more of a comic relief guy. He's not in it much, but I do remember that, and I can't remember who the villain was, but yeah, the net that might fit in there as well. There was also a TV series that not starring Sandra Bullock, someone who looked just like her. They tried to make it into a TV series, did not work at all.
It was Sandra Bullock light, is what we're trying to say here.
Yeah, it was some other young brunette. They're interchangeable. Okay, cool cyberpunk. I'm into it. I think I'm gonna do it. Of course, now I'll have to dig up some of these you haven't mentioned. So
yeah,
otherwise it's gonna be. I already know these, Bill.
There's a ton of lists online of just like even ones from the 70s, and I'm like, wow.
Okay, all right. I'll dig back. We don't have to just be in the 90s.
Yeah.
No. Well,
that stretches
kind of
a lot of decades.
Yeah. We kind of want to be back in the 90s.
Literally, yes. I would love to be back in the 90s.
Me too,
Yeah.
especially with the impending doom of
Yeah.
everything in the world right now.
All we had to be afraid of was Y2K.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was our only fear at that point.
Turn off your computers. Turn off your computers before midnight.
I remember doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
my iPod?
I had to go all through the City Weekly office and shut off all the fucking computers.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Oh. This sounds quaint in comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So we should.
It's much better than Biden and Trump switching faces.
Yeah, I can. I can send that to you. You know, if you want to dive into that for Area 52.
Well, of course, I want to dive into it. That sounds like something right up our alley.
So,
and then right at that point, Marty and Marcus should tag team, and then elbow drop the idiots that have put that theory out.
I'll totally get squished like a grape by both of them.
And you may quote me warmly.
Plop.
Yep.
Yeah. And you may quote me warmly and accurately.
So yeah, so as we're getting out of here, we want to thank Outlaw Distillery as well as our other fine sponsors.
Why, that would be our good friends at Sugar House Distillery, then Ogden's Own Distillery, the fine purveyors of Madame Patarini's Gin, Five Wives Vodka, Five Husbands Vodka, the Underground, and of course the Porter's Fire. And oh yeah, you need some of that Porter's Rye whiskey plus some Porter's Peanut Butter whiskey. Delicious. And of course, we have to thank Bohemian Brewery for supplying Mr. Frost with pallets and pallets of beer.
Yes.
And more importantly, if you feel like you want to be fancy as fuck, go visit our good friend Ivy at Booze Teak to finish things up with a flourish. But no matter which distillery or brewery or even your booze purveyor, just wear a fucking mask, you sycophant.
Yeah, so Melissa, what are you up to? You got anything to tell the people that you, besides, of course, your upcoming arc in both 90 Day Fiancé and The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? What else you got going on?
Desperate attempts to get on any reality TV show she can.
Yeah.
Just listen to Area 52. We'll have a new episode soon. Hopefully it'll be about one of my favorite topics, but we'll see.
Any hints?
I won't give any spoilers, but he didn't kill himself.
Oh. Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Okay.
What you're doing. You're leaving your audience hanging. Oh,
That's right.
So we're talking about Michael Hutchins, right?
I was thinking about him the other day.
Wait a minute. I thought we were talking about David Carradine.
Or David Caruso.
Ooh.
Ow.
God, it could be any of them, can't it?
This is getting sad.
Chris Cornell.
No, we're just choking on our aspirations.
I know.
And so if you found this podcast, rate us on whatever you found us on. I'm not going to say, give us 5 stars. Give us fucking 1 star. I don't care. Just do something.
Go 5. 5 stars.
Yeah, just do something, for fuck's sake. I don't care
and
what
more
it is.
importantly, just at least reach out to us on our many social media platforms.
Yeah.
Like Twitter at TV10 Podcast. And there's our Facebook TV10 Podcast. And then we also have our email, TV10podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, if you've been kicked off all of your social media platforms, try Gmail. That'll probably be the best way to get a hold of us.
And pretty soon you'll be able to see us on Parler. Wait,
No.
Uh,
Maybe Gab. Maybe you can find us on Gab. No, actually, no. I think we're going to Grindr. We're just going straight to Grindr.
we're on brand.
Okay. As soon as we join Grindr.
Yeah, find us on Tumblr. So
What
anyway,
we're saying is, Andy Cohen, we're available.
yeah. So on that note, good night, America.
And please jiggle that handle, and it's time to flush.
It's only me and my team.